Hello everybody and welcome back to the Wheelie Good Podcast. We had a record-breaking stage yesterday and we are going to talk about it. Me and Lukas are here to discuss Stage 5 of the Tour de France.
Stage 5.
And boy was it memorable.
Yes, the most important part is I can cross something off on my bingo list. Mads Pedersen crashed. Let's go! Not in that way, but like... Anyways, yeah. What do we want to talk? There was nothing... There wasn't really breakaway stuff that stage, right? It was sort of just the final sprint.
Yeah, there was two French guys up the road, which I was very thankful for. Shout out Clément Rousseau and Mathieu Van Aert. But to be honest, they're gonna have no say in any reports of what the stage was, because it's all been dominated by one story really, and that was Alexander Kristoff finishing third after crashing. Yeah, super performance from him.
Exactly. Anyways, that's the end of the podcast. See you next time.
Goodbye. Obviously a man has now broken a record, and that man's name is Mark Cavendish.
Yeah, I guess you could say
winning the stage, and he actually properly won it. He didn't even luck into it or anything. He was literally the best on the day.
Yeah, he just hit it right on the mark.
So I think basically what ended up happening, if you've not seen it already, I'm sure you have, is Lotto Destiny were winning the lead-out battle. Astana were kind of there towards the front early on, but kind of lost their men. Mercu lost the wheel of Cavendish. So Cavendish was kind of going it alone. But it was a little bit like... it was crazy how he was weaving, just finding little gaps. That's, I guess, his experience and his elite nature. But he was just finding all the gaps, surfing all the wheels, got onto Pascal Ackermann's wheel of Israel Premier Tech, and Ackermann is kind of in that Gaviria type where he opens way too early for his own good.
Right.
So kind of gave Cavendish a little bit of a deluxe lead out. Cav then went from the right-hand side of the road all the way to the left-hand side of the road, so Philipsen couldn't get on his wheel. And then when he did, Philipsen just could not get past. So the fastest rider, we thought, entering this Tour de France couldn't get past Cavendish, and it meant that Cav has got his 35th win, which moves him beyond Eddie Merckx's record of stage wins. They were tied beforehand, and everybody thought that he could do it, but it was unlikely, I think. And once again, he's proved everyone wrong. So shout out to my boy Mark.
Yes, sir. Big props to him. But annoying that my bingo doesn't go through, but your bingo goes through though, right?
It did, yes, and it's already me 1, you 0 in terms of Britain 1, Denmark 0 for stage wins.
Shut up.
And it's been interesting how it's been taken over here, because obviously we've got the Euros on and Wimbledon's on, and all sports are kicking off. Cricket's going on at the moment, but this has been the first time for a long while that cycling has been the top story in the sports stuff at the moment. Sky have been talking about it, BBC have been talking about it, and they usually never do anything about cycling. So this has transcended
humanity.
Especially in Britain. I guess it would have been the same in Denmark when Jonas won the Tour or something like that. This is kind of our moment.
Damn.
But he absolutely blitzed everybody in the sprint. I mean, the full result was Philipsen second. Alexander Kristoff, as we were saying, crashed in the lead outs or the build up with about, I think, just over 20 kilometers to go from memory, and made his way back and sprinted for third, which is again pretty crazy from a veteran of the peloton. So it was a day for the kind of old boys today.
Yes, sir. It was indeed.
De Lee finished fourth, Jakobsen fifth, but there was an incident involving Mads Pedersen, and I know that breaks your heart.
Yeah, it does. I mean, you could say it was sort of a solo thing, but I feel like he got sort of pushed out to it, like he couldn't really avoid it at that point. So I still count it as not being a solo thing, I would say. Well, not being his fault that it was a solo thing. But yeah, I think he's still starting today. Or well, he's probably riding now, I guess. So he's still on the bike. But the crash did not look great from what I saw. But I did see a rider jump over him with his bike.
Yes.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Damn.
Axel Zongler, man, finished 20th as well.
Yeah. Damn. That was pretty crazy. But yeah, hopefully he'll recover some more and maybe win a future stage. That'd be really nice. But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see Zongler jump over him at first, and then I saw it like this morning on a replay of the sprint. And I was like, how the hell did I not notice that? Because he got crazy air.
Yeah, for real.
He used to do mountain biking, so that's probably where he got it from. But Mads is not a small guy.
No, not by any means.
Zongler cleared him.
No.
I don't know how he didn't crash as well. I don't know how more people didn't go down because it was right in the sprint.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, while Cav had gone from right to left, kind of Philipsen followed, and the guy behind Philipsen followed, and then everybody was following Vandenberg, De Lee, etc.
Yeah.
And because everybody squeezed over to the left, two riders don't go into one.
Yeah.
And it was just unfortunate, I guess, that Pedersen was already there. And was kind of caught in the crossfire. I think it's an unfortunate sprint incident. I want to say that one of the riders got relegated for it. I think it was Bauhaus. Got relegated for the sprint. So there was one rider that got at least some punishment for it. I haven't seen it from Bauhaus's perspective, so I'm not sure whether it was like a fair or unfair one. But I don't think it mattered because he wasn't close to the win. So that was the sprint stage, really.
Indeed.
There was nothing else really that happened. Pogacar actually avoided a crash very narrowly.
Narrowly, yeah. And sort of maybe caused it as well, slightly, but...
Yes. Yeah, he swerved to avoid a little parting in the centre of the road.
Yeah.
And because he swerved, he kind of took out one guy's wheel, and then a couple of riders went down. Peo Bilbao, I think, was one of them, but none of them were hurt. And Laporte went down as well, so Visma Lease Bike are continuing their crashing form. Most of their riders now have hit the floor. And that's pretty unfortunate for Jonas, but again, like Wout Van Aert's on stage 2, it didn't seem too bad, and he got himself back and did a lead out anyway, so
and he's a
they're okay,
team,
but
so it's fine.
It's just they are not getting any rub of the green.
Nah.
I could not fend what one man team.
One man team. Yes. I guess that was most
tomorrow's stage, or today's stage, as we're looking at it, is once again another sprint.
Yes.
And I said this was the Cavendish one. So I was a day out.
Damn.
I think Cavendish will have been too busy partying yesterday, and I don't think he's going to win. We saw Philipsen not necessarily get a great lead out, but again, he's not been on form at the moment. He got beaten in the intermediate sprint by Pedersen and Sam Bennett, and then was beaten in the actual sprint by Cavendish. So he's not got the legs at the moment, but I can see him coming back in extreme fashion today. I think Philipsen is gonna win, but if you want to take Philipsen, I'll happily take somebody else.
No, I'm taking De Lee.
Okay, you've changed your tune and
now Philipsen's gonna win the fucking prick.
Yeah, it used to be Pedersen every stage, but I think now you've seen the crash. I don't think he's going to be involved.
Nah, I doubt it.
I think he's just going to test it out and see how
For
it is. And then he's got the time trial on stage 7, so he can kind of just take that easy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go Philipsen into Dijon, 163 kilometers. There's one climb, so it's gonna be a day for the pure guys. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Even if Pedersen was racing, like Lidl Trek would not be able to drop any of the sprinters. It's like pure flat. So
yeah,
it's not an interesting stage in terms of looks. But it might be an interesting stage in terms of the final 3 or so kilometers.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I don't see any GC action happening. Pogacar's probably going to be more aware today than any other day after
Close call.
his issue on stage 5.
Yeah.
And probably Vingegaard as well because of all of his teammates going down. I think actually it was Vingegaard that overlapped the wheel with Laporte to send him down. It was Laporte's fault.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just kind of hit his own teammate, which is a little bit awkward.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is definitely one crossed off my bingo card.
Yes,
and it's definitely one. I mean, did you say he'd get second? Or did you say he'd get second and not win?
I think I said get second and not win, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Sadly.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
It was.
But I think that's pretty much all we've got to say, really. I mean, you can go into depth about the sprint maybe, but and go into individuals. But I think the day's just for Mark Cavendish.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's got his win. Actually, good question. Do you think he will retire?
Surely. At this point,
at the end of
surely.
this season.
It's the only thing that's been keeping him here, surely.
Yeah, but I don't know whether he kind of goes, damn, I actually won a race, not being lucky or anything. And just he thinks he's kind of back. It's kind of what would I be worried about it? I'm not sure, but I don't know. I think you've got to retire at the top.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess we'll see how the rest of the sprint stages go, and then if he gradually slips back down the order, then I can see him calling it quits at the end of the tour.
Yeah.
I am worried that because of his mentality, he's gonna kind of continue if he's still in decent shape.
Yeah, I could see it happen, but hopefully not.
Yeah. And that does extreme good for Astana, I think, as well, because that team's been really bad in the first 4 stages.
Yeah,
and they've just pulled out this result out of nowhere. So I think they're gonna be hitting and on form. Maybe we finally see something from Lutsenko after all these years.
Doubt it.
Bro's
I lost faith.
Consistent rider.
I lost
of
faith
all time.
3 years ago. I lost faith. I ain't getting it back.
Yeah. I mean, maybe now they're in good spirits. You can ask for the Astana jersey that you were promised many years ago.
True. Nah.
Somehow get them to do a deal with Israel to get Fuglsang to sign it.
Yes.
This is an open letter.
Yes, please. I want to go.
I mean, I'm happy to finish the pod on that little open letter to Jakob Fuglsang and Astana. What a way to end it.
What a way.
I've got Philipsen.
Yes.
Lucas has the lead.
Yes,
it's
sir.
Belgian fever on stage 6.
Uh-huh.
And we'll see how it ends up.
Yes, sir.
Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy yourselves. And goodbye.
Bye.